the ultimate bounce house rental tips, how to throw the perfect party. Now, this topic is great for both the customer and for the rental company because it delves into exactly what you're going to need, the information that you're going to have to convey from the customer and also to give to the customer that will allow them to choose the absolutely perfect inflatable for their event. There are a few topics that you need to go over with them and that they need to give you as information so that you understand what you're looking at. First and foremost, I always like to start with the age of the children. Now, the reason that we start here is because it can really tell you where you're at when you're looking at what type of unit. Obviously, toddlers are not going to be able to handle something that is very big or that is something that is, climb intensive or something like that. Now, that's not to say that there aren't children out there that can handle just about anything. And I've seen 5-year-olds that will climb to the top of the big 39 footers and not even blink. So, just kind of a guide, but it is a good place for you to start and also to kind of get you where you need to go. The next thing I like to ask is how many kids are going to be there. Now, on average, your basic unit on a single party can handle between 5 and 10 kids. If you have more than that, then you may want to start suggesting multiple units or units with multiple lanes, such as obstacles or slides with multiple lanes. And that can kind of keep the numbers moving and keep the kids in a safe space so they're not on top of each other or creating a hazard. Again, if you get beyond those kind of numbers, you literally want to add more units and continue to build and let the customer know, if this is going to be the primary entertainment for the kids, then you really need to go 1 unit per 10 kids or 1 unit per 5 to 7 or one lane per 5 to 7 kids. How big is the area that you're going to set this in? Now, this is really important, and it's easy to forget about. But you really need to know if the unit is going to fit, if you're going to have the right amount of space that you need to do what you need to do in. If you have a small 10 by 10 backyard, you're literally not going to get a whole lot of stuff in there. So you need to let the customer know what the size of the unit is and also what the space around the unit is so that you have a safe area that you can get it staked down and you're not running into things or it's not bumping around or the kids are not, pushing through a net and hitting a wall or something like that. Creating the size or getting the size of the yard is hugely important and also can also determine if there's a different location that you need to move it to. So keep that in mind. The next thing I like to go over is whether the unit is wet or dry. This makes a lot of difference because it's going to determine placement. Are you close enough to a spigot? Are you do you have proper drainage? Is it somewhere that you can go and bring the proper equipment? Are you going to be able to bring tarps? Uh, the whole 9 yards. Customers will change their mind in the middle of a party. So don't think for an instant that you're going to get in a situation where you know exactly what's going on and you don't have a problem and then all of a sudden you get there and your unit is soaking wet. They will change their mind. So if you're putting out a wet dry slide, even in the in the off season, you can have some expectation that there's going to be water put on it. I rented one yesterday. It was 65 degrees and the kids were out there with water on it. So it can happen. It can happen a lot. The next topic is the budget. How much do they want to spend and how much are you willing to give the unit for? Now, obviously, if you're doing multiple units, you can cut into some of the price because obviously you're only delivering once and things like that. And if it means getting the sale, then obviously I do suggest that you do cut a package deal, and you need to work that out so that you're not hurting your business side of it. But think about what the budget is and what will fit inside the budget. Also, kind of come pre-planned with what you think a budget will incorporate. If you have a 350 package that is a bounce house and a small slide, obviously you can recommend that for someone who's just trying to figure things out and not get too heavily into something. You already have the ideas for them. The other topic I want to go through is what are the themes and more importantly, what are the colors? I don't get into a whole lot of themed units simply because it is restrictive, but I do get into colored units. And what happens when you deal with colored units is obviously a pink pink bounce house will be restrictive to certain types of events. So think about those colors and the things that will work. Now, what you can do is if you have something that is similar in color, think about a yellow and a red unit, something like a bounce house that is yellow and red. That will fit with a Mickey Mouse theme. That will fit with a race car theme. That will fit with a fire theme. That will fit with all kind of things. The Flash, all kind of things. So you can use colors as your themes and just kind of make it work. It is very very difficult to have a themed unit that fits into something else, but it's very very easy to have something that is colored to fit towards the themes that you're looking at. Okay, well those are some tips for you guys. Think about what you're going to do, and as a customer, think about all of these things and how it's going to fit, and you will have the ultimate party without a whole lot of pressure. You'll have the best events you can have without a lot of stress. I want to tell you guys, I really appreciate your time. I really appreciate the fact that you're in the business. Again, we don't believe in competition. We are out here to help. If there's anything that I can do for you guys, please let me know. And I want to tell you thank you for watching. Please give us a like and give us a subscribe and a thumbs up. And we will see you on the next one.